All right. This is Monday. Unfortunately, we're going to lose our internet for a few days today. We just couldn't scrape up enough money to salvage that. And when you got to cut something loose, the internet's the first thing you're going to cut loose. But it is what it is. Um, I got a doctor's appointment Thursday the 6th. I believe that's for lab work. And then I got a doctor's appointment the following week on the 13th, and that's to see the doctor. Uh, Anyhow, my daughter's at the doctor right now. She's having that test where they check her for her, what do you call it? I'm having a senior moment. That's coming up a lot here lately. Uh, Good Lord. Stress test, I guess that's what you call it. Supposedly this is to tell whether she can go back to work or not. Boy, I sure hope she can. And if she can't, it's just going to get worse for us. Been out working a little bit on my tomato plants and my pepper plants. Still cleaning up a little bit. Uh, I wish there was some way I got some videos I made, but I can't put them up because this computer here doesn't recognize the files and stuff, and I can't get them uploaded. Um, I've got several that I made. Is that dirt on my hand? I guess that is right there. What the heck did I get on my hand? I don't know. I've been out on the deck working a little bit, so maybe that's what that is. But anyhow, that's the situation right now. I'm going to attempt to do a live stream uh, tomorrow. Uh, don't know how that's going to do. We'll have to do it on Jennifer's phone. um, on that live stream I did last night, I had several people question whether Jennifer had us on the right plans and stuff for our internet or not. They said it was absolutely ludicrous that we was paying $210 a month, and that's what they see. What the deal was, we was using the internet so much. All four of us were using it that we was running over what we was rated to use. And when that happened, they tacked on an extra charge that put us uh, way over put us at about $250 a month. or she could have the plan changed to unlimited internet, and that was $210 a month. So that was cheaper than the 250. So that's why we did that. Family church come together to remember something called Christ victims. I can't make that out. But anyhow, I'm checking into it. I'm also checking into getting internet just for me to see how that works. Of course, I can't do that till we get our internet back on because we don't have any way to look that up without the internet. Of course, she might could do it on her phone. I don't know. Uh, but anyhow, this is a private live stream, and I'll make it public once it goes up on my thing, and y'all can at least see that. In case anybody doesn't know what's going on, I guess everybody knows what's going on. I mean, I don't have that many subscribers. I've only got somewhere around 15 or 20 that watches me fairly often. And I'm still kicking myself in the butt for not turning that thing in when that happened, when I got hit by that truck. That cost me dearly. And I figure I won't get my new scooter for probably another week or so. I guess they ship it. I don't know how they ship it. Um, I don't know if it comes unassembled. I don't know. I know it folds up to where you can put it in your car, but I don't know whether it comes fully charged, whether it comes partially. I don't know, but I guess I'll be finding out. I guess I just had a Jimmy Dean for sandwich. It was sausage, egg, cheese for sandwich. Not as good as Burger King's for sandwich, but it's pretty tasty anyway. I'm not a fan of Jimmy Dean sausage unless it's a Jimmy Dean's sausage with sage in it. I like that pretty good, but just the regular sausage, I just seem to have a store brand sausage. It's Jimmy Dean sausage. That seems weird, but it is what it is. Um, I sure hope she gets to go back to work. Gosh almighty. I guess I'll know shortly when she comes home. She's got to go. Let's see, it's 2:30. She's picking up Jaden at school right now, so I guess she'll be back home within about an hour, and I will know. Uh, what it is. You know, the only thing I hate about doing this live stream, I'm thinking about doing out on the deck with Jennifer's phone, is you got the camera sitting, the phone sitting there, and you can't really see. I guess the comments pop up there, but sitting back from the phone, I won't be able to see it. My daughter might. I don't know. Ain't nothing like having your computer. Lisa Kleckner said I was stubborn. I guess I am in a way, but uh, you know, almost 82 years old, and that's a long time to be getting set in your ways. Long time. 82 years. Sometimes it's hard to believe that I'm that old. And I don't understand. It seems like when you get old, your your attraction, I don't know how to describe it other than that, your attraction to the opposite sex doesn't go away. I don't mean like get the hots for somebody. I mean just you're normally attracted to the opposites. Well, except for those that's gay or lesbian. But they're attracted to something. I don't know what. But it just doesn't go away. The other day when the last time I was in Family Dollar, there was this lady. Well, I'm not going to call her a lady. I call them a girl. When they're younger than me, they're girl. But I mean, did I have the hots for her? Surely not. I don't know. But I was attracted, and I kept sneaking looks. Why don't that stuff go away when you're an old fart and pretty much nothing works? Your plumbing don't work anymore. So, I mean, why would you be? I don't know. It just seemed weird. Does that ever go away? I don't know. I don't know. Oh. But just curious. And I don't reckon I'll ever know the answer to that question or not. I mean, I'm trying to think back to when I was a kid. There's a certain point in your childhood that you don't particularly care about the opposite sex. We didn't, me and my friends that was boys, we didn't particularly care about the girls one way or the other. And then at a certain point, then we did. I can't remember. I can't remember when the first time come around that, hey, I like the girls. I can't remember. I remember when when we had like a club, we didn't want girls, no girls allowed, and all that stuff. And then there come a point, yeah, we wanted the girls in the club. Okay, it's curious. Uh, I think about a lot of weird stuff. Uh, I remember, I'll tell you what, I remember the first time I was proud to call this girl my girlfriend. Her name was Diane. Beautiful blue eyes and long blonde hair, and I remember my mama saying, because I kept talking about her, and she said, "When are you going to bring this thing around?" That's what she called a thing around. I want to see what this surprise package is. And I remember the first time I brought her around, and Mama said, "So this is the surprise package." And by the way, this is the girl that when her family moved away from Jacksonville, they moved to White Springs, Florida, down on the Swanee River. And and I was just pining away because she moved, and I run away from home. And this was about 70 miles away. And I hitchhiked. I hitchhiked. I skipped school. Me and this friend of mine named Eugene Gay, you probably heard me talk about him. Me and him run away together. And it took us about a half a day to get there. Now I don't know what in the world. We didn't have any money. And here we run away to this girl's house and popped in her house expecting to stay there, which we did. I can't imagine the conversation her parents was having about what in the world was these boys thinking. But we was there about a week before the authorities come and got us. Sleeping on the floor in Diane's room. Oh my gosh. She was a real sweetie. But yeah, we ran away. We ran away. And I distinctly remember when they brought us back home, they didn't take us home, they put us in the juvenile shelter for a couple of days. And then when they took us back home and we started back to school, all the friends, our friends, they knew about what had happened. And the girls especially acted like we were some kind of heroes or something, especially Loretta Sinclair. I remember standing out there by the flagpole and she was fiddling with my shirt collar and everything. And I had kind of natural curly hair, and she liked my hair, and she wanted me to tell her all about everything, all that stuff. I guess Loretta would be about my age now if she's living. But I'm finding out a lot of people that I knew back in the day that's my age are dead. That's not a pleasant thought or feeling for me, to realize a lot of those people are dead. And some of them especially died in their 30s and 40s. Yeah, we run away. We run away. Me and Eugene got into a lot of trouble. His mom and daddy didn't want him playing with any of them Pearson boys. Mainly me. I was the oldest. Stay away from them. Leave my little boy. Y'all talk my little boy into stuff. Eugene was just as big into it as I was. But I just can't imagine what her parents thought when we got there. When all of a sudden we popped in. Of course, Diane knew we was planning on. We wrote her a letter, or I wrote her a letter. She knew we was coming. But uh, yeah, we slept on the floor on a blanket, in Diane's room. No hanky panky going on or anything, you know. They was having to go to school every day, and me and Eugene was sitting there twiddling our thumbs till they got home. She had three sisters. She didn't have no brothers. Three sisters. Four counting Diane. Diane Scott. Diane Scott. I sure did like that girl. Oh, that's a pleasant memory. Pleasant memory. Anyway, uh, it's, I guess this thing's recording. I hadn't noticed. Anyway, I hope she comes home today from that stress test thinking that knowing that she gets to go back to work. Because if she can't go back to work, we're in a world of doo doo. Oh, and I'll tell you what, this last few weeks has brought to the forefront of my mind just how precarious our situation is. You know, you hear the phrase one paycheck away from homeless and all that stuff. Well, we're one paycheck away from that too. And it's always been in the back of my mind. Uh, and it used to didn't be that way. I messed up, folks. I messed up big time, and it's my fault. I can't blame the government. I can't blame the friend. I did get screwed out of a lot of money. Uh, I got one deal. We invested in a project up in the mountains where the guy was building a lot of houses and everything, and we was able to get a lot of return back on our money and everything. And it was a scam from the get-go. Turns out he didn't even own the land that he was developing. It belonged to somebody else. And we got took big time on that. That was over $100,000. And then that time, rather than close out this one business I had called Fabric Barn Inc., and I wanted to close it down, and my mama decided she would like to have it if I would sell it to her. Of course, she didn't have the money. So I didn't sell her the business. I sold her, well, I did sell her business, but the business and all the inventory that was in it. And she made 2 or 3 payments on it and then skipped. She closed it down, sold all the inventory, and never said squat to me about it again until I questioned her about it. That cost me over $100,000. So you're talking upwards of I've lost $250,000 just on a couple of deals like that. Uh, Anyhow, I made the decisions. And I can't blame that on my mama, because you know what? I knew my mama, and I knew if I just stopped and thought about it, that there was no way in crap that she'll be able to run that business. I knew how her mind worked, and I knew it wasn't towards that business. And when she took it over, she discontinued all the advertising. And we had like TV ads and stuff that come on. Uh, you know Wheel of Fortune? It's still on TV. We had ads that was actually running right before Wheel of Fortune come on and immediately right after Wheel of Fortune come on. TV ads, commercials that they come out and made a commercial in our shop and everything. And she cut all that off. She didn't do any advertising. And I should have knew. I knew that. I knew she wasn't going to be able to run it. So it's my fault. That's my fault. I should have never done it. I'm sorry. You're in Carolyn, my sister, she worked there and everything. I said, y'all just going to have to go find you another job. So it's my fault. Wasn't my mama's fault. My mama's the way she was, and uh, I knew how she was. And that wasn't the first thing. I also gave my mom a couple of other jobs in some businesses I had in Southside Upholstery and Fabric Barn and in Southern Styles. So all that was my fault. It wasn't nobody else's. And it's my fault. I did it. I did it. And so I blame myself for that. But you know what? I blame myself for a lot of stuff that people, that when I'm getting talking about, they say, "Oh, Mikey, it wasn't really. It's going to happen. It was going to happen." Like I blame when I let that girl go pick my son up at school because he had a doctor's appointment. I didn't have time to go do it. I should have been the one going to get him, not her. And I made the decision to let her go. Uh, and when my wife got up to go to the bathroom, which I normally went with her because she was very frail and everything, and that night that she fell and hurt herself, I didn't go. I laid my butt there in the bed and didn't get up till I heard her hit the floor in there. I blame myself for that. A couple other minor things, that I should have been the one doing it. And maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But I've got a lot of regrets, folks. I really do. I really do. Anyway, folks, I don't know how long our internet's going to be off, and I'm not sure. I'm hoping I get my new scooter within about a week or two, and I've got some plans on some stuff I'm going to do pertaining to making different videos and stuff. Um, but that's my story, guys and girls, and I'm sticking to it. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'm going to try to do some live stream videos in the evenings out there on the deck with my daughter's phone, see how that works. I want to do a family video. Anyway, that's it. See you in the next one. See ya. I can't believe my hands are that dirty. What in the world what did I get on there? Anyway, see ya.